I'm going to go into my super fathering thing a minute and go, what on earth are you doing allowing your son to eat Takis?
Yeah. What's that doing to your insides? If that's
do you know what that's doing to your son?
Yeah.
The kind of do you know the estrogen in there that you're putting into your son, Mr. I want my son to be. I don't want to put fake hormones in my son. I don't want to change his body. Go check the different estrogens in there, and then ask yourself, why am I transing my kid? We should put this on there. This is going up and right in the beginning.
That's the intro.
Officer Tatum, why are you transing your kid with all the estrogen you're allowing him to eat? And you should be a father and explain to him, shouldn't be do that.
Let's talk about facts.
If you want to have intellectual discussions.
Spiritually oriented, a beautiful father.
Who you are beyond the personality.
I'm a human being, same as you. Be who you are.
But to answer your question,
What is really going on? And let's get into this.
And what is happening, WIRGO Warriors? Welcome to the wonderful world of WIRGO, the place where we get asked what is really going on. And today we're doing a reaction review with myself, Carl, and
Alyssa.
What are we doing today, baby?
Today we are doing the Officer Tatum, 11-year-old, arrested for shooting football teammates over a bag of chips.
What? Not curly fries? God damn it, Alyssa. It's got to be curly fries.
Just your standard
Sorry about
bag
the
of
goddamn
chips.
Wait. Alright, it's got to be clickbait, right? 11-year-old arrested for shooting football teammates over a bag of chips. Now, around here in the UK, we'd think of a bag of chips, you know. What do they call them in America?
Scrunchies. No,
Because they have fries.
crisps. I don't know, chips. Yeah, I don't know because they call it crisps chips.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what they're talking about. Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
a bag of chips. They're talking
So
about. We say bag of crisps here, guys. We don't say
Fries.
chips.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, it was me thinking chips, potato chips. Like, well, yeah, they are all
Potato chips.
For God's
As
sake.
in, like, thick, chunky fries. I don't think I've ever seen them in a movie.
Chips.
Yeah, steak cut chips.
Did they?
I
do
never
you
see
have
it.
those in America? I don't even know.
No, you can't get enough grease in that one. Sorry, it's a nasty joke, I suppose. I'm a poet. No filter. Just trying to. Right, shut up, Carl.
No filter.
No filter. Right, then. So I want to get into that. I want to know more. Let's not waffle on. Let's go straight in.
Let's get into this.
Part of me is going, well, you shouldn't be excited about a child getting shot, Carl. That shouldn't be a part of what you're doing. I don't think I'm excited about that. Because I'm broken down into a character. I'm excited about the fact that I want to know.
Know if it's over.
If I don't. The thing is, right. Here's the truth. I don't think this is real. Something in me is telling me
nothing phases me after the curly fries.
Nobody's getting shot over a bag of chips. But yes,
curly fries.
The curly fries have got me going. I think they would.
Nothing really shocks me
Guys,
anymore.
it's Babylon. Right? Babylon. When someone is that confused that they'll try to end someone's life over a bag of chips, that's Babylon. Right? That's the confusion world. Right? It's a world of confusion. It is I've been there. Babylon, it's frightening, it's scary, you don't want to be there. Do you know how I came out of it? By realizing the hymn was mathematical and was the light. So as soon as I recognized what the light was, not light, yeah? Light meaning the path, yeah? And I understand, Don't worry, I get all this stuff, guys. When I watch myself back, I'm like, how do I rebuild this character in a way it's going to be more confident for you that you're going to listen to him? Hopefully people don't go back and listen to all the Muppet stuff I've done. Like, this is when he was forming Christ within him.
That's a cue to check it out.
Yeah. I'm going to do shows about all this stuff, guys, coming soon, and you have to be top up there to come and listen to me, honestly. She is.
Yeah.
But actually, don't go into this. I want to go into this.
Come on,
Let's go for another time, guys. Let's get into this. Babylon is coming. Just trust me on that. I'll explain more now. Ready? Everyone wanting to watch this. Come on.
Hit the like
Oh my God!
like button.
Do you know I haven't put no recording on this whatsoever? Okay. So we're back, guys, and there wasn't a complete spaz. I didn't press record on that whatsoever the entire time. I'm still worrying if I did. I just press record? I did, didn't I? Yeah, it's okay. I'm just double checking. Oh my God, Tom, what are you doing? Just go back to sleep. Ready? Just play and go into this. Ready?
Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, over some hot Cheetos. And
But wait a minute!
Because I've been black my whole...
Hot Cheetos! You didn't say it was hot Cheetos. I completely understand how people are getting shot now. Hot Cheetos. Flaming hot. Oh, hot.
They're like £5 a bag here, they are.
There's still something wrong with all this.
Honestly, they sell them in Topshop for like £5.
But what?
£5 on genuine.
You mean a pack of Cheetos more expensive than a bag of chips? But messing
Unbelievable.
Americans' heads
And
up
the
now, I'm telling you.
Takis.
The same thing! No, they're not.
The Takis
Yeah,
as
they
well,
are.
they're the same.
Takis.
They're really expensive.
Oh, yeah, Takis that, the ones you said dye your fingers and all
Yeah.
and your mouth, the blue ones.
Yeah.
They were really expensive. I'm glad. The amount of sugar and crap in there.
Yeah. And then especially with the TikTok trend and all, having to do the fruit roll-ups and all.
Whole life. And when I was younger like this, we used to tear them hot Cheetos up at school.
course
Probably
we
even
did. We all did.
Takis now. Now they eat Takis.
I can't even eat
My son
those.
come home with his hands orange. Hey, bro, what you eating? Got your hands on Takis. All right, but regardless of that, this young 11-year-old boy.
I can't eat them.
I'm going to go into my super fathering thing and then go, what on earth are you doing allowing your son to eat Takis?
Yeah.
Tatum?
What's that doing to your insides? If that's
Do you
what's
know
doing
what
to your
that's
fingers?
doing to your son?
Yeah.
The kind of do you know the estrogen in there that you're putting into your son, Mr. I want my son to be. I don't want to put fake hormones in my
Pure.
son. I don't want to change his body. Go check the different estrogens in there, and then ask yourself, why am I transing my kid? We should put this on. This is going up and right in the
That's
beginning.
the intro.
Officer Tatum, why are you transing your kid with all the estrogen you're allowing him to eat? And you should be a father and explain to him he shouldn't be doing
Should be
that.
eating that rubbish.
Why is he doing that? Is it because you're doing it as well? Hey, I'm not judging, brother. I'm just relating to you in your world. I understand it. I accept and appreciate it all. Right? I know what's going on.
Mirroring his friends.
I just
even,
can't.
don't
I just wish I could just go and you would see it. The only best way I know for a person like you might be able to see it, I could be incorrect here, but it's the best way I've seen so far, is to say this to you. Why are you transing your kids, brother? You're going about other people transing their kids. Why are you doing it?
Need to watch what
Check.
he eats.
Go look what's in Takis and stuff.
Yeah.
Go see the estrogenated things that are in all these things. Why are you feeding your children sugar and stuff? The amount of sugars and crap that's in there, and you tell him he can put that in his body, it sets a precedent somewhere in his body that his mathematical mind doesn't fully understand. You need to be very
Billy,
careful.
no! Oh my Jesus! My dog literally just ran
Dog
over the table.
just leapt over the table to go bark at the mailman. Finley! Yeah, what?
Wow, dude! What
Get
the
Finley! It must have been a narcissist at the door or something, babe. Narcissistic mailman. Finley! Relax! What's going into you? Now we have to do another silence break to cut this out.
Oh, it's your...
Right, leave that up there then. Finn, calm down.
Calm down now.
Get in here.
Right,
Get in
watch
your
the
clutch.
leads.
Get in your clutch.
Stay. Wow. Jesus Christ, that was crazy.
What do you want? Right, we obviously we definitely don't need to put this part in. Now it's going to be stuttering like a muppet. Right, let's get back into this, people. God's sake, Finley, stay still. I mean, what? You're a dog. How do you do that? Stay. You
I'm
can't
so
do
glad
that.
he missed that lead. Oh my God.
I know, he just went. I
That
thought
camera would
everything
have gone
gone.
over. I thought everything was going to go there.
Right, we need to make our awareness completely aware of this situation now. Wow.
Jesus.
Right, let's not go on to the dog. He's just a
Right,
dog.
yeah.
Right, should we get back in this?
Yes.
Forgot where we were, guys, completely. That's just
Right,
not one for
so
anymore, is it?
yeah, we were saying about him feeding his, well,
Yeah.
not him necessarily, but
Stop allowing him
allowing
to eat
his
Takis,
child.
you weirdo. Right, anyway, let's go.
Is facing he's 11-year-old. He's facing attempted murder charges from this incident that happened. So we got to watch the incident. Now, let me just tell you.
Before he tells us, let you know that you've got a mouse that side now that works, so you can pause as well.
Ah, cool.
We have both got mouths. I'm not the one in complete control. If everybody says you're not a autistic wanker, you got a mouth all the time and talk all the time. Well, Lisa could talk if she could outdo me. She's just not feminine enough, babe. And now she has a mouth over there that also works, so she can pause it. Move your mouth, babe, and pause it for a full show. So.
And give you a break.
Oh, and he paused it again. I like it. That was all just to say you've got a mouth as well. And you can control everything as well. Both of us in control. I go on. I see go on.
I think they got the point.
Briefing of what I think happened before this happened, right? People may often say it's because of hot Cheetos. Maybe it started that way. But it's clear in the video that there's something else going on here.
Told you this is fishy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. shooting at people over curly fries, and then somebody shooting them over hot chips. Maybe not much of a difference to some people, so you go, okay, and it's a child, so they're a bit more, emotional.
The media don't know how to interpret it. Most people are not having the time to talk about it enough to interpret it. But a 11-year-old boy don't go grab a gun and shoot just because somebody was mean to him one time.
That I believe to be almost 100% true. I say almost because people you have to have things like psychopaths and things that are born without empathy and things. So it's very easier to trigger those individuals, but you're supposed to identify them young so you can raise them. Just identify any disabled child young and say that person is missing a component others don't have, and we need to be able to care for them and create a workable life for them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if we're going to bring them into the life, we're going to see all life is sacred, then we should blinking well do that. There is a method by which all this can be eradicated and sorted, guys. And I don't mean people eradicated, I just mean the characters they're building eradicated. Don't go too much into it another time. Right? So I agree with Brandon. Yeah, I think that's a really astute thing he's saying. Yeah, of course, this child. I'm a victim of bullying myself, guys, and I understand it a lot more than what people think. And I know there are many out there who understand it more than me and understand it the same as myself. What he's saying is more often quite possibly true. It's likelihood that these kids bullied and he's set up in his head what he's going to do if it happens again. And once he does it too many times in his head, it's like everything else. Like when you eat Takis too many times, Brandon, it's then in your head to just abuse yourself in that way. And if you visualize shooting them kids that have tortured you so much, eventually you'll end up doing it. Because
so imaginary... just numb to it then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Numb to the pain after a while.
Well, there's that, and I'd say the imaginary friend won't hold you back anymore. In fact, he's more inclined to do it because you've seen that person has seen nothing but great results from that in their visions. They've never been able to see, obviously, the responsibility, the repercussions. My darling wife, always favor me. The telepathic people. But I think you get my point, right? I think they're doing
this is built up anger over time from this boy getting bullied. I think. I could be totally wrong. I wasn't there.
Yes.
But when
I'm liking him more. He's coming. Is he watching me? Like the things I'm saying about him? Brandon, you're doing this a lot more, and it's impressing me, brother. It's impressing me. It's like a full-on Christ coming about of his age now, I think, and he's really maturing into himself. The things I used to think,
answers to a lot.
Very neutral answers now, Brandon. I love it. Obviously, he's still entertaining a little bit. Still
of course,
does.
He's still got all character.
To entertain, guys, I find you have to go that side or that side of the line a little bit. When you go too much, it goes into really just illness with empath. As someone said in our comments, so whoever said it and you're watching, 100% agree with you. I said we've got to talk. You may think you're not seeing the real me when you're on there, guys, right? If you think that this is the real me, you're far from it. Right? I may as well be acting like Pam for you. Right? I'm just bringing out inner egos. I'm bringing out inner egos to entertain. And if you'll see me sometimes, the proper me, that doesn't sound like either. I'm trying to speak their language, The me that is me. I think that even sounds weird. Right? I don't care what you think, right? I'll find a way to get to you because everybody's got their own subjective view of this, right? But the thing that I think of me that is true and honest and full, the real me that I would suggest, right? That you don't get to see that, right? You're just barely seeing it now. I still have to speak an egoic language to you, try and understand it from your point of view and go into like an egoic character. No matter what, otherwise I can't connect with you. But it's not me. Anybody ever wants to chat with the true me to find out what on earth creates these characters and the way I think and stuff, just watch our videos. I've had people, when you watch me outside talking with individuals, not in the character in the show, but like when I'm talking with like the students and stuff, you see I'm trying to be as much me as I possibly can, but obviously I got to stay in an ego. But that ego is very young. I call it Christ. When you see that ego asking simple questions, it truly wants to ask him because it's not. I'm not playing the ego that thinks it knows everything. I'm playing the ego that doesn't know a thing. And yet I'm going to relate that which I see all around me in the most egoic way. And I suppose that's really difficult to explain. But like there are people, like I said, I'd like to speak to. There is an illness too far inside of empathy, like I say, like John St. Julian and stuff has got. And then there's an illness too far the other side. One's called Luciferian, the other one's called Satanic. not evil and good. I'd stop thinking these ways, guys. Honestly, it's a thing that's polluting your brains. And shut up, Guinness.
Looking at the interactions, and I'm looking at this boy know to run to the car to grab the strap. That means he already thought of this before. That if this happened, I'm gonna run to the car and I'm gonna shoot these people. And I would argue it's because they jumped him, they bullied him.
I'm loving the way this man is thinking now. He's very close to like a more thinking. He's looking for the reason. He's not looking at evil.
No, he's looking for the cause.
Oh, reasons this 11-year-old do this. Come on now. And now, like the masculine in your mind will do that.
Yeah.
Masculine in her mind, my mind, all over. I have a big feminine side and I have a masculine side. You'll never get me talking about this masculine, feminine war beer. Thinking women and feminine and male. That blows my mind how humans think like that. It's crazy. You're trapped in a world, guys. That's not how it works. I almost die on that hill. I mean, I could be mistaken, but I've never seen it, ever. I've never seen one thing just have full masculine or full feminine. It doesn't exist. It's in all of us. They're the building blocks of everything.
The smallest amount.
I would...
feminine or...
That's what basically what I was going to say is I agree with Alyssa's point she's trying to make here and say, I would say Alyssa's structure and what she is in a physical form as a female humanoid. I hope I'm getting this language away from most of you, okay? I'm offended. Oh, shut up a minute. It's not what I'm trying to do. Stop getting offended over things I'm not trying to do. You're just making more pressure for me. I'm trying my best to communicate. I'm saying that somebody in oh, God, I'm looking at your feminine specimen, baby. It's very fine. In the feminine specimen here, yeah, she's going to have all the mechanics to be more feminine, but by producing something called estrogen more than I can. Well, it's very difficult for more than I can. I've been abused my childhood life. I've learned how to do that very well. To protect myself. That mothering God, or however you see it internally, he has to come down to nurture me more. But to give me guidance, because I didn't have my father also, double whammy, the father part had to come down early for me. And they've always been there, so I never really saw them. I didn't realise the powers I had until I did. So I'm just saying, you all have that as well. Most of you know it. Most of you have it. If you think masculine is in men and feminine in women, we're going to have a talk. I'll talk to you. I'll try not to be this character where it's judgy and jokey about it, right? Because I don't think you deserve that, right? Because I don't like it when people talk to me. But at this show, we need to have a talk. That's not how things work. If you think that's how things work, I want to know how certain mathematical things work in your head. And when you show me they don't work that way, they work this way, but everything else works that way, I then got to ask you, like, why do you believe that? Right, sorry. I don't know what's my ADHD just wants to go off this onto the things today. I'm very sorry, guys. We'll try and get through this.
And he had enough. And this Cheeto argument or these hot chips or whatever they arguing over spilled over to them chasing him to the car and him pulling the gun out. Roll the clip.
New video into the newsroom shows the moments an 11-year-old shot two 13-year-olds.
Okay, guys, we're going to say that this is a news clip. It is stopped at a certain point, not to show any graphic details. It does leave things slightly to the imagination,
so
but
you can't see
slightly.
The spark, can't you, from coming from a gun, but
listen,
that's about it.
I say listen to the word we're saying, like Liz is trying to point out the actual visual. It leaves things slightly to the imagination, so those are a little sensitive.
It's not graphic.
Maybe just skip forward a little bit by here, okay? So there's your warning. Right?
Yeah.
I don't think if the news is showing, and we don't really need to put this up, guys.
Really
but
show.
We're trying to give you that extra. We believe there are sensitive people like myself out there, and you deserve every ounce of respect that we can offer.
Warning.
Yeah. Not everybody can offer. Not everybody can offer this. They don't know how to, or don't understand why they should. So don't expect it from everybody. But we'll offer you this warning. Right? Sorry.
At a Pop Warner football practice. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily McLeod in for Ginger Gadsden.
And I'm Matt Off. Let me add, why is it always got to be black people? As soon as the story...
I don't think it's always got to be black people. I think you see a lot of black people, as you call them. Why is it always got to be humans? Why isn't that your question? Why is it always humans doing this to them? Why got to be like raccoons or something?
She's just extended now on the race card or whatever, just by explaining. No, why is it always black?
Brandon, I think, has just accidentally done, because he's blind in this area, he's just accidentally done what he accuses everybody else of doing all the time. Brandon, why do you keep doing this?
Stop highlighting the skin colours. You don't need to do that.
Does he not have a go when other people do it about certain things, like want to highlight about whites, but he don't about blacks? It's because he's seeing the injustice, but he wants revenge. I know that's not what he's thinking, but guys, think of it like that. He's seen the injustice, but wants revenge.
Yeah.
He doesn't see it. I don't believe he's purposely saying that. I would never say that. to him as in, like, you're doing that. I would never do that. I'd say, this is what I'm witnessing. Explain to me how I'm wrong.
So if people
and I allow him to do that. Sorry.
If people idolise him and things like that, do you know what I mean? And then they hear him say that, and they're like, well, you can say it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, but that's how it escalates. So stop talking about it. Stop highlighting this.
But again, guys, we do understand that he does have to put like a bit of a narcissistic character on to get those of us who are more in tune with our narcissistic side to engage with him. Yeah. Just wish he would see it. Maybe say it and then possibly say it and then acknowledge he shouldn't really say that. I shouldn't
have actually said it that way, but
I do that, peeps. You guys shouldn't do that. I'm saying that, but it does make me think, something like that. But when you just go blanket statements and they say, well, that's what I meant, then say it if that's what you meant, because that would help put the mathematical thing in people's heads that don't see what you're saying and see something else. Yeah. Take responsibility for what you're saying. Yeah. Love you, Brandon.
Came out, man, there was a book, shooting over chips. I said it got to be black.
Again, that would have been an ignorant statement. You should have said something more along the... I know people say, what do you mean you should have said? I say, no, I'm saying right. You tell me then. Would it have been more of a neutral statement for Brandon to have said something like, it's going to kill me, but something in me tells me that they're going to be individuals who identify as black. But you can say black if he wants to. So I'm not trying to tell you how to speak. I'm saying this is like the correct way in which I believe you should be speaking. Mm-hmm. And I think in the beginning there's a word, guys, because... the word is very, very powerful to us. Yeah. Not to the flesh, but to us as the imaginary being. We live in a world of words. Mm. So these are very important places by which we live. So look at what Brandon... I feel like I'm going away from everything all the time, and I'm just repeating myself. Guys, I'm gonna leave this, right, because I want you to watch this. All I'm trying to say is there's ways in which to word it. Brandon does not need to word things this way. Mm. If he sat down and took a little bit more time and care, he would realise he's doing the same thing he complains about others doing. And to better that, lead by example. Don't copy it. Yeah. Lead by example. He should be asking things like, I bet, I make a bet. Obviously, it's probably not, but this is the way it seems to be, and make bets like that and make it into a joke or a game rather than stating it is that. It's the narrative by which you're spilling. It's toxic. I'm not saying you are. The narrative you're creating is toxic. It's okay to be a perfectly fine person and accidentally create toxic narrative because there could be a part in you that's a little ill and a little toxic.
You're just mirroring those around you, aren't you?
We all do it. Sometimes. I do it. It's not a judgment. Yeah. It's just an observation.
I've noticed it myself. Like, do you know what I mean?
I'm really happy you've started doing stuff like that, because it allows me not to say things. It sees you saying things about yourself, and I'm like,
my own head for it.
Yeah, I hear her now more often. She'll say something and go, "Oh, I should have said it like that. I should have said something like that, shouldn't I?" I'm like, yeah, but that's way more people are going to feel. But do you know what it does for me? It tells me when you're in a conversation with someone who's really Babylonian, you have the ability and the strength to prevent them from creating some sort of conflict, friction, or war between you by always taking the middle stand and not
take accountability for my actions and
take away the element of war there and put a bridge to bridge you both, and always look for that.
Like, even if they'd still continue then at me and say, "Oh, but you said that," and I just acknowledge that. I'm sorry.
Honestly, you can get the most.
That's a narcissist, then, obviously.
The most stubborn, pig-headed, if you want to use any person, or just confident person you feel in a certain area and put them in front of me, they will not be able to defeat me, destroy me as you may see it. I know how to stand on that field between the two things they want to achieve, and no matter how much they try to go into either field to try and get me to join the opposite field, they won't be able to do it unless I see the path to get them into the middle would be to hop here, hop there, just to pull them into the middle a little bit. But you can almost guarantee I'll always end in the middle. Because whenever I go here, get caught out, I always apologise and explain what I was trying to do and put myself back in the middle. It's like a suction thing. Yeah. They get sucked in a little bit because they think I'm giving them what they want, and then I jump straight back in the middle and go, come here with me. That was my plunger, by the way. Can't you doing it again, man? ADHD off. I'm sorry, guys.
I must be black.
Sorry.
And was I wrong? I ain't never been wrong.
I'm only doing
this
recording.
We need to be addressing that. And I know it's a little far-fetched, but we need to be, not far-fetched, but I know that it's an exaggeration, but we need to address the fact that we have this level of violence in our community, and it needs to stop.
Austin, the video is chilling. It shows the moment that 11-year-old grabbed a gun from a car.
Get ready for that, guys. We did warn you, remember.
For shooting at the teens at the Northwest Recreation Complex in Apopka last night. News 6's Catherine Silver has the details.
Oh my adverts, babe! I swear to God.
Really
Get subscribing, people.
See, now that to me then, that footage to me then looked like that 11-year-old that was reaching for the gun in the car. Looked like he was in so much distress running to that car. Like they were ganging up on him.
Yeah, no. Do you know?
It was giving me that vibe.
Can tell you where I got the vibe from for ready for when people watch that? It was the stance of all the others, not him.
Yeah.
I got obviously watching him is one thing, but watching the stance of all the others, plus his reactions and what he did.
Yeah.
Does lead you to believe in the things that Officer Tatum was saying and the stance he had on it.
Yeah.
I would say it was mine, but he said it first year. So, I'm not gonna steal it from him like I love to. But I'm just saying I agree.
Yeah.
That I agree in exactly what he was saying. But I'll tell you why I felt it.
So when curly fries, not curly fries.
Yeah. When you watch it again in more depth now in a minute, guys, look at the stance of everybody. One looked like the one child's trying to hold him back, and they were really aggressive, like and everything. We can't hear anything, but look at the body language and the stance of them all. The way they're all approaching him and keep following him. You can see it in our life. Like you get the betas all on the outside laughing and joking, and the couple of there's always an alpha. The alpha may be in there. No, guys. They're led by omegas, not alphas.
Yeah.
The trick is to make you feel like they're led by an alpha. An alpha is one person, they wouldn't never have allowed that to happen. They wouldn't have allowed that to happen. That person running for the car would more likely just be sat around with the alpha. Kind of made him, at that age, made him look small in front of everybody and say, look, get back in line, stop doing this nonsense. We don't treat each other like that. But omegas, they like to make examples out of them and push you out of the thing because that's how they feel. This idea of people's alphas and omegas isn't what's reflected in reality, is what I see, guys. And we can have a good talk about it, and I have with many other people. But I tell you, all them talks always end up with people going, you're absolutely right. I agree with what you're saying. So I'm not doing it. People always say, you always got to be right. I'm like, yeah, who likes being wrong? And I'll fight for what I believe in, guys. And I'm not frightened to admit if I feel I'm incorrect. And if I feel I'm incorrect, then I become correct again. So I think other people should do that. Always fight for what you believe in. Be a warrior. I'm a W.I.R.G.O warrior. If I believe in something, it's because I've got the math to back it up and the justification. If someone believes in something different, I like to go into battle with that person, war it out until we have an objective answer together. Yeah. They don't always get sorted, but whatever battle I don't sort, I'm always thinking about it and way to go in, and I'll either defeat myself in my own head, or I'll win. And then I'll go back to the other person and I'll try and win in your terminology and language. But that winning to me is just justifying my claim over that claim, so we both come to meet in the middle with a claim that suits both of us, so we can be unified. I hope that understood. It's just Carl, video.
Custody and Pop Warner practice canceled here in Apopka, where police say so many other kids witnessed this violence. What the chief of police says is the result of a young boy picking up a gun to solve his problems. Video from a city camera shows the...
I cannot believe at that right point I just managed to go right back to the beginning and click on the beginning there. I'm going to leave it there because we talked most of the thing. Fine, and you know what? People, you want to see this footage? Go on. People are going to be saying they want that footage now, aren't they? They've waited all this long and then I took the footage away from them.
Opens fire.
Now,
the 11-year-old opening the passenger door of his mother's car and reaching inside. He turns and within seconds opens fire.
I'm going to go back one more time, guys, because we bigged up this piece. It's not to rub it in. We just realised how very difficult it is to see and how unvulgar it actually is. So I'm comfortable with it. But if you're not, obviously, I'm going to play it one more time with this because we talked all this up. Look at the way everybody's approaching that child who's going into the car. And tell me, do you not also feel that this is like a bullying type thing? We don't know, we're not there, we get that. And obviously it's for those who see the world in black and white, not grey. I would suggest it's all black on black, so this is not a racist thing. This could quite easily be white on white, and this is what I see, and mostly where I live, white on white, because it's all that's here. I hate talking like that, white on white, black on black. It sounds so dehumanizing. You guys really need to change your vocabulary, honestly. It's horrific.
Car and reaching inside. He turns and within seconds opens fire.
Now, you hear the story. They chased him to the car first.
I think he's going to go on, guys, say what he said already and what we're about to say. I'm sorry, I have waffled so much on this. Guys, it's going off today. Got so many things in my head. Can't wait for you to see what we got coming up. I drove my...
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't want to say anything.
No,
I was about to let it go, and I was like, a voice in me went, don't do it, Carl. Wait. No, we're going to wait. Guys, we've got something awesome coming up. It's awesome! And we've been spending a lot of time on it and not doing these programs. We should, sorry. I think I'm just going to catch up with a load of short clips and things like that and put this one up. And tomorrow, what did you say? We get high. I was saying, no, babe, we don't do that on camera.
Highlights for the TikTok. So you can fill up W.I.R.G.O TikTok and things. And
yeah, I want to do lots of highlights and stuff today. And then tomorrow morning, we get up early and do a... banging show in the morning, lots of different things, songs, everything people ask for. And then tomorrow night we're going to practice our new thing. If it's good, we'll do highlights for the week to see what people think, Give
them little teasers of the song,
You're going to... Oh, not just that, I mean the new thing about us on this and a Saturday night thing.
Oh!
We're going to go live doing soon and everything. Right, guys, just know we haven't done the TikTok thing today, so if it does come TikTok, it's complete lies, guys, complete lies. Completely lying to you. I just won't take it out because it's easier for me. So TikTok came up today. We lied. That didn't happen today. But
we will get on top of that.
As a this weekend is all secretive. We're not going to do it because we're doing lots of different things. We don't want to let everything go. But as a Monday, TikTok Live will be starting back up.
Behind the scenes.
Hope you guys start joining us on that because we want to listen to you.
Comments.
Because what we might need to do is we don't do it at the moment because there's not enough people. But if there's enough people in it talking about what we're talking about. Every now and again, we'll say, right, pause this. Let's see what people have said.
Yeah. Especially if it's a topic
we don't mind
that they can relate to.
We'll do editing and stuff because while we're silent reading, I know to come to this part and I can fit you guys in and your comments. I can even put your comment down below, like who you are and what you said about this point. Get you guys involved in this. That's our main goal. Is to
it's a lot of work, but with you guys' help, we can
I don't mind doing the extra work. I do not mind doing the extra work if you guys are here with us. I want to bring you all in on W.I.R.G.O, especially some of the people who are saying like awesome things at the moment.
Really lush comments. Thank you guys.
If I'm interested in the things you're saying, I'm talking to you back and forth. It's because you've got my interest up. I feel like I'm learning from you.
You push us to go forward even further.
Believe it or not, I learn from trollish people more than anyone else because I'm learning how they're being the way they are and why they are the way they are.
And how you can communicate with them effectively.
I want to be the greatest troll in the world, but not to hurt people.
No.
Just to help people. And I think the greatest troll in the world would be able to help people. And I think trolls will be my biggest assets in the future because they've gone so far in one direction. And they know how to do that perfectly. But if I teach them why they should do the opposite, and the opposite is exactly the same, and when they do the opposite, they can cancel each other out and make themselves in the middle and actually find themselves. Rambling again, Carl. What
ADHD going?
I think we talked enough on this, but let you add anything now. Any of this?
I spoke quite a bit. I don't think I've. Yeah, it was just I could feel the energies from that video. Just watching that footage, like it reminded me of when I was bullied and had gangs of girls like running after me. I could feel his energies, like the distress and the, you know what I mean, the panic and that, like
You say a bit sneaky with the clickbait against shot of a bag of crisps.
I mean,
I can see what I mean.
They all do it.
Somebody grabbed the crisp, maybe. Like if I'd grabbed the crisp when I was little, everybody going, we're gonna throw the crisp away now. The hard one.
Hold them all for me. Lovely.
No, they would just beat the crap out of me, stamp on them all in front of me, and take my money and buy them more. That's what they would have done for us. But like, live that life. But it is what it is. I know what I know now, and I am who I am, so I can help others. But thanks you guys for joining us on this one. To be honest, I think a little bit of my emotions got involved in a lot of that. If I'm honest with people, I try not to because I feel it's embarrassing because I feel still very young and controlling them right now. But thank you guys for sticking with us. I know what I can be like, and you're going to put up with it, or you're not. It's up to you. Some days you're going to go, off again, and just turn over. Other days you're just going to sit there laughing. I prefer you sitting there laughing at me. I really do. If you're there giggling at me, or just abusing us, but you watch all the way through, that's great for me. It's great. I love it. Stay there abusing me. I feel it. I always feel people laughing and abusing me, and they cancel each other out, and I love it because I get so much support as well, don't I, from family, friends, and from you guys now, which is great. So looking forward to the comments on this one. He's a big mouth twat. How do you put up with him?
Right, I'm going to close it this time. Harmony, W.I.R.G.O Warriors.
Harmony. I need to be sacked from this. We'll cut this little bit out. It's going at the end, okay?
That's the blooper for the end.
Just to not make you guys go and sit through all this. This is definitely going... Look, I haven't even started to film all up.
Wow, dude.
I know.
You've been doing all this time.
I was just getting excited about this video, obviously. I didn't even know I was going to listen to this. Right, we will put this at the end, guys, I promise you. Just so you can see what a muppet I really am. He's like, yeah, this dude, I can't work with him, no. How the freaking hell are these... Oh no, they're recordings because I'm a muppet. It says recordings into my default. Honestly, I don't know why you're married with me, baby. Did I do this in life?
They don't cost you nothing. Hit the like button.
Right, we're getting ready there, right?
Jesus Christ.
People right now are going, why do we put up with this idiot? I don't know why you do it, guys. I really don't. You should just turn over right now.
No.
Well, it's the end, so it doesn't matter. I'm not putting it at the right at the beginning when I tell them to turn over, babe. I'm going to pretend like I didn't mess all the way up. Alright, guys, we're going to pretend I didn't mess all this up. Oh, we haven't done silence break, so I know this happened. Oops. No, so if those who don't understand, we do silence breaks, so we know, so I can see gaps, so I can know something has to be put in there done. It's easier for me. Autistic, and I'm like, oh, I have a system. Almost want to put a scene in there about it, but no, I'm gonna. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, looks on. I put it on 8 this time, not 9. I'm putting it down 1. See how it goes. See how it goes. Again. Oh, folks, Stephen, bin for white people. That's weird. We gotta do lots of more stuff like that. The white and black stuff, you know, stuff I find funny. But I know that people think it's not funny. It is me. What can I tell you? That's me. What do you want me to say? Terrifying TikToks that will make you rethink everything. Got to your family. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, what was the one? History. Oh, let's do this. Let's do that.
Oh my god.
Should we do this one? Alright, let's get over the advert first. Told you.
Video from a city camera.
That's a weird game to play. That's so weird. Actually, we don't need. We get all this later on, don't we?
Live, make a video, but most importantly, just hit the like button. They don't cost you nothing.
Yeah.
Right, we go to there.
Let's get into this.
So, just doing a video too, just so I got something to play with here, and we're off out, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Take that out. Get the chanty shots, boy. What are you thinking, Philly?
Don't mind. I'm just thinking of the weather. I'm feeling a bit.
Yeah, but if I was weather-wise, I'd go Philly because it's underneath everything.
I suppose.
Keeps me dry. That's what I was thinking. Alright then, how you doing, buddy? Oh, it's bright in my face. Bright in my face. Gotta learn how to do this properly like that. Trying to get the exposure, it's not so bad. How do you think you're doing over there?
I don't know, I can't see.
You look amazing as usual. You ready?
Yes.
And